Is SSI going bankrupt? Supplemental security income. That's a great question and exactly what I want to focus on for you right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to focus on a question that I recently received down below in the comments section from somebody right here in the community who reached out and asked, is SSI also going bankrupt, or are they also facing insolvency issues just like Social Security? Do I need to worry about my monthly SSI check? That is a really good question and a valid concern that I do want to focus on for you here in this video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Quick statistic, 64% of those of you here that watch these videos are not even subscribed to the channel. That means 36% of people that watch the videos here on the channel are subscribed, 64% are not subscribed. Make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward. It is a very, very busy time right now. Things are changing very rapidly, and I'm here for you to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Understand all of this as well as grab anything popping up you can possibly get right now, including money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus, anything else like that. Of course, I want to bring it to your attention immediately. So again, thanks so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Please subscribe down below and let's get into it and talk about the details of this very important question. SSI, Supplemental Security Income. Is this program also at risk? This is something that we never really hear about, but again, remember this much as well. SSI is administered by Social Security. So what does that mean? If Social Security implodes like what everybody's talking about, as in, Social Security is going bankrupt, Social Security is going away, all kinds of things like this that we hear about constantly from all of these people that are trying to stir up a little bit of, fear with everybody. Is this something we need to worry about with SSI as well? Let me break down the details for you. First off, let's just hang out and let's just relax for a minute here. Let me clarify everything going on. I can tell you this much. There's nothing to worry about, okay? But let me clarify that and justify why I'm actually saying that rather than just saying it. And I want to give you some evidence behind all this. All right, so first off, yes, we know that SSI is administered by the Social Security Administration. 8 million beneficiaries do get SSI, or they're about 8 million. I always say 8 million, but realistically, as of right now, it's a little bit under 8 million, just a few under 8 million, but it's about 8 million people, and it will be there very soon, okay? It's a lot of people that rely on these monthly benefits every single month. Yes, they are administered by Social Security. Is SSI Social Security? No, it's actually not, okay? Now, you probably understand this. SSI is administered by Social Security, as in the benefits are sent out by the Social Security Administration, but these are not technically Social Security benefits. This money that is paid out to SSI beneficiaries does not come out of the Social Security trust funds. It does not come out of either of the trust funds that are there. Also, SSI is not funded by Social Security payroll taxes. Okay, I'm confused. Comes out of Social Security Administration. It's administered by them. It's not part of the trust fund. It doesn't come out of there. It's not funded by Social Security payroll taxes. Then where does it come from? Good question. Here's where it comes from. It comes from the general fund. That's where SSI comes from, okay? Now that we understand that, even though the money comes out of basically the general fund, basically it's a huge slush fund for the federal government where they can basically just spend it on whatever. It's funded by taxpayer dollars, right? Taxpayer dollars go into the general fund. This is where all the money is, kind of piled around, and then they use it for all kinds of different programs, okay? So that's where the money comes out of. It comes out of that fund. It goes through Social Security to administer to the beneficiaries. Okay, now let's come back full circle and answer the question. Is SSI going bankrupt, and is there going to be an insolvency issue like what we're dealing with Social Security? Simple answer is no, never, not happening. Why? Because the federal government is not going to just stop collecting taxes someday, okay? Not happening, okay? There's only one way with taxes. Up, 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 and up, okay? That's the only way that taxes go. They pretty much never go down. So as a result of that, the federal government is not going to just stop collecting taxes one day. They're not going to say, hey, guys, it was a great run here. We collected taxes for like a lot of years. We got a lot of money out of taxpayers. It was great, but let's just quit while we're ahead. Not happening. That is not a thing. It'd be kind of fun. It'd be cool. It'd give us a lot more money in our pockets every single month that we could all spend on the things that we actually need, but it's not happening, okay? As a result of that, Tax revenues will continue to come in from individuals, from companies, large corporations, all across the board. Tax revenues will come in. They will go into the the general fund, as well as a variety of other places. And as a result of that, then SSI will live on, okay? Now, when it comes down to money, when it comes down to where the money comes from, the general fund, it's not going anywhere. That'll be around forever, pretty much. Obviously, I can't speak for like the next 1,000 years. I don't have a clue what's going to happen in the next 1,000 years. I don't even know what's going to happen in the next 100 years. But my point is, it's going to be around, okay? The general fund and this money is not going anywhere. However, the biggest thing that I would be concerned about is Congress. That's what I would be mostly concerned about, is what's Congress going to do? What does Congress have up their sleeve? Or more importantly, what does Congress not have up their sleeve? As in, they're bumming around, doing a whole lot of nothing. What they're good at, what they're best known for is doing nothing, right? That's what I'd be most concerned about, is what is Congress not doing? We have to be concerned about what they are doing and what they're saying and things like that. But most importantly, what are the silent things that they're not doing? What are the things that they're not saying, okay? That's what I'd be most concerned about, because here's the thing. SSI has been around since the 70s. About 51 years ago is when SSI was brought into fruition in 1972 by Richard Nixon, and the whole point of the program back then was to lift people out of poverty. It was established as an anti-poverty program. Well, it's no longer an anti-poverty program. It is now officially a poverty program because of the level of benefits that have not kept up with the real cost of living, okay? I've covered all that before in another video, but this program has been around for over 50 years, 51 years and counting, okay? Well, as a result of that, it's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. The money is ample, the money is available, the money is there. But what I would be concerned about is Congress and their lack of action to reform the program, because every single year that goes by, and every single year that these benefits are not adjusted for the real cost of living and how much these benefits really need to be to establish an anti-poverty program, then the problem is they get further and further and further behind. The more that we fast forward into the future, the more that this program gets lower and lower, kind of buried, if that kind of makes sense, right? It needs to be dug out in a major way. So I've talked about all that before in another video. I don't need to go through the details here in this one, but the simple answer to the question is no, not going bankrupt. No, it's not going to be insolvent. And are your checks at risk? Is it something you need to be concerned about? I would say no. I would say probably not, okay? No, it is not something you need to be concerned about, except for the fact, like I just said, there is Congress not doing anything. That may be a concern because, the program needs to be adjusted. But even if Congress does absolutely nothing, the program will continue to live on. There's nothing in its way saying this program's going to sunset in 10 years. No, there's nothing like that. This program will go on indefinitely. In other words, forever, unless what's the rule of physics, or Adam's law, or what is it? Newton's law, that's what it was. Something like, what is it? A body will remain in motion until acted upon by an outside force, something like that. I don't think I said that perfectly, but it's something very close to that. Same thing applies with SSI, right? It'll remain in motion, it'll remain going forward until acted upon by an outside force. Outside force would be Congress, right? That would be the outside force here, okay? Anyway, I am not a physicist. I don't know anything about that for the most part, except for a few things that I like to research just because I'm very interested in it. But again, my point is, no, you don't need to be worried about it. But what you may need to be worried about, and again, I still would not even worry about this. I don't even want to use that as a word. But what I would say, the major concern that I'd be focused on is Congress not reforming this program. And again, the longer that they wait, the harder and harder it gets, because the further and further this program gets behind, and the more that these checks need to be increased, if that kind of makes sense, right? Anyway, hope that answers the question for you. For those of you that have been asking, and the main question that I saw coming in down below in the comment section, I thought this was a really good one, because usually we talk about Social Security insolvency and all kinds of things like this, but this one's focused on SSI. Is it a concern? Nope, like I talked about here in this video. Anyway, if you have any further questions or concerns, please leave those down below in the comment section. I want to do what I can to be here for you every single day. Again, subscribe down below. Be part of the 36% subscribed rather than the 64 who are not. You know what I mean? So anyway, I really do appreciate you. I just want to do what I can to be here for you every single day. Please subscribe down below. Share the video with your friends, family, social media. Go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Enjoy your day. Have a good one, and catch you again later in the